Hey everyone, it's Minty and today I'm going to be drawing some of my subscribers' original characters. Thank you to everyone who sent in their art and let's just get on with the video, starting with a character who was sent in by Drawsy. This character specifically stood out to me because she definitely fits in with the Pinterest vibe that I've loved drawing recently, especially her outfit. I love the hair too, it's just so long and flowy, so I thought it would be fun to draw, and it was. Her name is Juniper, which I think really suits her, and I was sent a little paragraph with some info about her. Juniper was designed as more of a comfort character, so she doesn't have a fully fleshed out story yet, but she's supposed to be around 16 or 17 years old in high school, and Drawsy also mentioned that she has an older brother and two cousins who are all main characters in their universe. She loves girly fashion and her hobbies include skiing and snowboarding. She also has two dogs, a golden retriever and a chocolate Labrador. I was given the marker names for the hair and the skin, which was actually really helpful, but I had to match everything else by guessing. So for the skirt, I used one of my favourite markers, which is lime green, and it matches that trendy sage green colour, so it's perfect for this. And I feel like this marker is going to run out any day now because I use it so often. I love the top as well with the little bow at the front, and I couldn't exactly tell, but it has a flower pattern on it, I think, so I drew some tiny roses spaced out all over it. I just wanted to quickly mention that this is probably going to be a series, so you can still send me your OCs. You can email them to me, my email will be in the description, but if you already sent them, then don't worry about sending them again. I still might pick it, and I might do another one of these videos next week if you guys are up for it. Even though Drawsy told me the colour of the hair, I didn't have the exact same marker, so I just went with another brown. Hopefully you can't tell the difference. As you can tell, I'm doing my sketchy style again, and I'm pretty sure I'll just stick to it from now on because I do really love it. Ever since I started doing it, I've loved every drawing that I've made, which is pretty rare, so yeah. But that does mean that my drawings can be muddy from time to time if I don't properly rub out the sketch, and that's kind of what happened here. I didn't even attempt to rub it out, which I definitely should have. So at first it was really muddy because the pen was picking up the pencil, making it a bit more grey. So I managed to fix everything though, except the hand. The hand was an absolute disaster. It just got grey all over it, and then I attempted to cover it up with some pink and other colours, but it just ended up looking like she'd been doing some gardening or something and her hands got pretty muddy. Also, can we take a moment to appreciate this person's art? They even nailed a really cute cartoony style too. Honestly amazing. I was actually so impressed by all of the art that was sent to me. There was a lot of digital and traditional, and every single piece was on point. Just wanted to throw that out there so that you guys know that I did look at every single one and I do love them all. It's just I won't get round to all of them, that's just the truth. But if you decide that you like this series, I can do more of the videos and more of you will get your characters drawn. So I don't know, let me know. While I was just adding the finishing touches, I realised that the pink biro I used on some of the line art mixed with the marker pretty easily and it lifted up, so I could add some blush in places. So I think that I will use that more often to add more of a pink tone, and it probably works with the other colours too, so I think I'll be experimenting with that. And Juniper is finished. I do love the final outcome, but the original by the artist Drawsy was a lot better in my opinion. I just love her art style. And moving on to the next one. This character was sent to me by Friendle May, and I'm pretty sure she has a YouTube channel, so go check her out. This character goes by the name Killjoy, but I'm pretty sure her real name is Ryan. She has a very interesting character design. She also has a really long backstory, which I would love to read out, but I think that if I did, it would just go until the end of the video. I don't know, you can ask Friendle May about that. She might appear in the comments somewhere. And yeah, I chose this one because of how interesting it was really, and I decided on doing just the face so that I would have room for another character at the bottom. And I just loved the hair that she did. It was very unique, making it white, but then there was also this pinkish light purple shading, which was actually very hard to match because I just couldn't put my finger on what colour it actually was. So what I did was I used a grey and then a little bit of a light pink, but then I used pink line art and also brown line art, so it was a big mix of everything, but I think I managed to get it right. This character is actually almost fully blind, so her eyes do look a bit different. It was kind of hard to translate that into my style from Friendle's, but I really love how it turned out. This one ended up being my favourite, mainly because of the eyes. I don't know what it is about them. Maybe the fact that they don't have really harsh pupils. I just love it a lot. She was also described as a little bit nervous, and one of the reference images that I got given did have kind of a nervous expression, so I tried to do that with mine, but she's still smiling a little. I don't know, I feel like it gives her a whole personality. I'm not sure if it represents her right, but I think it's cute. And since I want the whole page to look good, as I usually do, I'm adding a little circle in the back, and I chose this turquoise color because that's what friend will use on hers. She did a square, but I made it a circle just to match the other one. Then I chose to write Killjoy instead of her full name because I thought that would make it stand out a little bit more, and then I added my usual white border with a Posca pen, and then it was done. This one was really simple actually, since it was only a head anyway, and the colours weren't too, well, the colours were complicated to match, but there weren't a lot of them, so it was pretty easy and turned out nice. The next OC was sent in by Kayla, and the character is called Kylie McKean. She has a really cool story, so I'll quickly explain that. She's a 15-year-old Canadian and is extremely accident prone, so much so that she ends up causing a fire that burns down her whole school. Yeah, by accident of course. But now she's on the run from the police with her two best friends, Tide and Nyla, which are very cool names by the way, and they flee to Hawaii where they're taken in by a small village, but they end up having to fend off sea monsters off of the coast. That took a turn, didn't it? I don't know, it's very exciting and I love her character design. It's pretty simple, but it's really cute. I love the streak of blue hair on her right side. That was very fun to draw, and it complements her eyes really, really well. As well as her clothes, they've got a few blue accents on them. She has some really thick wavy hair that is very, very long, so it would have been fun to draw that, but I couldn't because she was at the bottom of the page, but just imagine that it's there. Also, if I did end up doing it, there would be so much hair that the marker I would use for it would probably run out. So maybe it's a good thing that I didn't end up doing it all. I definitely struggled with this one at first, especially the sketching part of it, which obviously you didn't see. But I struggled with it because it's at the bottom of the page, so it's more of an awkward angle for me to draw at. So things were looking a little bit off and I had to rub out a lot. But in the end, I think that the shading and the line art helped bring it all together. So yeah, that's another trust the process thing. I think all of the drawings here were bad at first, but trusting the process is very important, especially in this new sketchy style thing that I'm doing. So yeah, if you ever make a bad sketch, color it. Just color it because it's gonna turn out way better, I promise you. I feel like my voice starts off really energetic and then it just goes all croaky by the end of each section of the voiceover. Sorry about that, just ignore it. Right now I'm just working on the best part of this drawing, in my opinion, which is the blue section of the hair. I couldn't tell if it was tied up or just like wavy, so I don't know, I didn't make any decision on that. I kind of just copied the way that Kayla originally drew this part of the hair, but I don't know, let me know, Kayla, if I did it right. I was debating on doing another drawing in the corner, and I did have one in mind. I might show it on screen, but then again, I might end up drawing it in a different video, so I'm not going to show it on screen, but I did have another drawing that I wanted to do, and it was of a guy, so it would have been fun to do, but I just didn't. I think I was kind of done drawing for the day, so I just left it, and instead I ended up writing on that part of the paper anyway. But recently in my videos, I've just been trying to fill up the whole page, and I can't help but keep flicking through my sketchbook because of how filled the pages are. It just looks so fun. I'm so excited for when I end up doing a sketchbook tour because I'm 99% sure this is going to be my best sketchbook that I've ever done. That's very confident, but I'm hoping that it will continue being good because so far I really love the layout of every single page. And here we have the final result. As I said earlier, Killjoy did end up being my favorite drawing that I did, but I do love all of these designs and I love the whole page, the layout, everything. I love the writing, the font is pretty cute, and here are the shout outs and the shout out emoji because in the last video I forgot the shout out emoji, so that's why there's only one shout out this time, so sorry about that, but here it is and bye!